dancers, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie and I'm the owner here at Broche Ballet. We're an online ballet school just for adults. Yes, we did formerly have a few in-person studios, but now after COVID, we are 100% online and loving it. So today we're talking about what to wear to ballet class. We're gonna cover what to wear to online ballet class, what to wear to in-person ballet class, and what to wear for fun. This isn't just your classic like black leotard and tights. This is going to get into the nitty-gritty of what to wear under the leotard, what to do with the different kinds of tights, and all kinds of good stuff. I do have a what to wear for men coming very soon. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to my channel to be the first to know when that comes out. All right, so there's gonna be links in the description box below to the things that I talk about today. Some of these items in my wardrobe I've had for many years and I don't have links for everything, but I'll give you everything that I have in the description box below. Please also let me know other tips and tricks that you have for other adult dancers out there. We all have different body types as adult dancers, and so if you have things that work for you that really help you with certain parts of your body, please leave them down in the comments below so other future dancers who watch this video can get all of your tips and tricks as well. Okay, so let's get started. So everything I'm talking about here is different depending on your studio. So if you are at a ballet studio that has very strict requirements on what to wear, definitely check their documentation and website, give them a call, make sure you're following their dress code if they do have a strict dress code. Now, if they don't have a strict dress code, or people are kind of wearing what they feel like, what really helps them express themselves, or most especially if you're dancing at home, you can go wild, you can have fun with your outfits, you can really use it to play and explore and have fun. So make sure you check with your school before you go wild with some of this stuff I'm going to show you, but once you have clearance that it's appropriate to wear these things in class, go for it. Okay, so if you are just getting started with ballet, you can definitely wear comfortable workout clothes to class. Almost all adult studios accept you as you are, so leggings, workout top. Generally, the tighter fitting it is, the better the teacher can see you and your body, but you're definitely able to wear that in the beginning. Now, if you're just getting started at home, you're perfectly fine wearing socks when you get started, but if you are starting in a studio, I recommend you do get a pair of ballet slippers. There's a couple of different kinds. I have leather slippers on my feet right now. I'll show you these up close. So leather slippers. Sometimes they have 2 dots for your feet and sometimes they go all the way across. These are called split sole and the other ones are called full sole. I have a whole video all about ballet slippers on my YouTube channel. I'll leave that link here for you all. But this is a leather slipper. There's also canvas slippers. Here's a canvas slipper. I actually painted this red with some acrylic paint that I got at Walmart because I wanted red shoes. But there's canvas slippers. Personally, I wear canvas the most because I find them the most breathable for my feet, whereas with the leather, I feel like my feet get a little bit more sweaty and it's not as comfortable for me. So I tend to wear canvas more often. But some people say that the leather helps your feet work harder and strengthen your feet more. Personally, the trade-off there for having sweaty feet versus stronger feet, I tend to go with having the more breathable shoe. And then there's this new kind called stretch canvas, which really feels like you're wearing a sock on your foot. So it's really stretchy. And generally that comes in the split sole. So find what works best for you. They should fit pretty snug. Here's how they fit on me. They should fit pretty snug, but you definitely want to be able to stand up on your tiptoe without feeling them pinching or squeezing you anywhere. I like when there's a crisscross elastic like this. Some shoes have just one straight across elastic, but I prefer the look of the crisscross. So if you're dancing in the studio, definitely get some ballet slippers. If you're at home, you can wear socks or ballet slippers. Socks, as an advanced dancer, help you really feel the floor and feel the tactile sensations under your foot. But in most cases, especially as a new dancer, you're gonna want some ballet slippers. All right, let's talk tights. Let's go up the chain a little bit. So I'm wearing right now classic convertible pink tights. They're called convertible because if you look at the bottom, there's a hole. What you do with that is you can have it footed with it around your foot, or you can pull it up off of your foot. If you do that, you can make a pretty little cuff. You can pull the toe part, lay it flat on your shin, and then roll it up. And then you can put your ballet slippers back on and you have a different look to your dancing and to your tights. In this case, without the tights around my foot, I use a pair of little nylon flat socks under my ballet slippers to keep my feet from getting too sweaty. So I put that on, and then I put my slipper on right over it, and now I have a whole different look on this leg than on this leg. So these are regular classic convertible tights. They come in ballet pink, they come in black, they come in coffee, they come in all kinds of colors. So find one that matches your skin tone and that you feel awesome in. Now I will say one thing on Zoom, on online classes, lighter colors are absolutely preferable to darker colors. On camera, it's so much easier to see your muscles and your legs and your everything about your body with light colors, especially on the bottom. So if you're gonna be dancing at home on Zoom, I definitely recommend getting lighter colored tights versus darker colored tights. I know it can be a little bit self-conscious to wear light on your legs, but over the camera, it really does blend the colors for you. So I definitely recommend if you're dancing at home and getting online feedback to wear light colors on the bottom. In the studio, pink is still definitely the easiest to see. Pink or any color that's lighter color. So they also sell kind of like a tan color, kind of more like this color. And then again, I mentioned the coffee. So lighter color definitely is easier for the teacher to see your legs. There's another style of tights that I'll mention called stirrup tights. So stirrup tights don't have feet, so they look like this and your heel goes right through there. Now stirrup tights, you'll be able to see a video of me dancing and showing you some stirrup tights. Stirrup tights are often praised for making your feet look even more beautiful. So if you have a little flatter feet or a little less pronounced arch, dancers love the stirrup tights to really kind of show off and accentuate the arch of the foot. So that's why someone might like a stirrup tight. And then also, a very popular style is to actually have short tights. So they actually do sell these as a product with a hem, but personally, when my tights get old, I just cut them with scissors. I cut them right off the bottom. I don't hem them. They do get a little bit ratty, but that's sort of the look. It's like a badge of honor to have a little bit of ratty tights every once in a while. So I love my short tights. I love them for the summer because they give me a little bit of modesty on my upper leg still, but they're nice and cool and I don't get too hot in class. So sometimes I like to wear the cuff on my tights and sometimes I like to wear the full tight all the way down. Just depends on my mood and if I'm feeling really classic with a full tight or if I'm feeling a little bit more modern with a cuff on my tight. Now, last thing I'll point out with the bottom, with the legs, is that these are a pair of point shoes. If you're new to ballet, these are very, very exciting, but you don't start ballet class with them. You work really hard towards them. I have a program actually all for adults getting up on point, so check that out. But these shoes will hopefully be in your life in the future, but you don't need to worry about getting started with them. Socks or ballet flats are perfect for the beginning of your ballet journey. Last thing on the topic of tights, what is with the tights over the leotard versus under the leotard? Well, tights over the leotard is kind of a little bit of a fashion statement, and some people think it's more comfortable than tights under the leotard. I do tend to agree that it's more comfortable to have the tights over the leotard than under the leotard because I just prefer the leotard to be a little bit closer to my body versus the tights. I also feel like when the leotard goes first and the tights go over top, it's a little less pinchy on the waistband because you have something between your body and the tights waistband. And the other feature that's nice with the tights over the leotard is that you can see your hips and your alignment and see if you're leaning and if you're lifting one hip or the other. Some kids' schools will have you wear an alignment belt, which is just a little belt around your leotard or your waist to help the teacher see your alignment. But if you wear your tights over your leotard, it can serve that same purpose. Personally, these days, I tend to wear my leotard first, then my tights, and then a skirt or shorts over top of that. So the tights themselves aren't really showing over top of my leotard, but I can still have the comfort of the tights over the leotard. I think for me, the main benefit of tights over leotard is that it is easier to go to the bathroom because you can pull your leotard up first and then you can pull your tights up. And you don't have to finagle the tights first and then the leotard after. So I find that to be a huge benefit of tights over the leotard, but I don't really like the look of tights over leotard, so I cover it up and pair it with a skirt or shorts. So speaking of how to wear tights under or over the leotard, let's just talk about one more thing when it comes to leotards. I do wear underwear under my leotard. Generally, as I mentioned, I wear a skirt or shorts over my leotard, so I'm not too worried about the underwear kind of showing under the leotard, but I do always wear something under my leotard. I don't wear the leotard all by itself. I find that's not very comfortable. Some dancers definitely do that, but I don't find that to be that comfortable. So I do wear the underwear under the leotard and then something over to cover up the whole thing. So let's talk leotards. There's so many different sleeve options, color options, cut options, all that stuff for leotards. So let's talk about it. So as a dancer myself, I am 5'9". I weigh about 150, 160 pounds. And so being tall is always the most challenging for me to find leotards that fit. And I have even danced with women who are 6'1", 6'2". So finding these tall leotards is always a challenge for me. Some dancers have other challenges, such as having a larger bust or larger hips. So we all have our own challenges to finding the right leotard. I'm gonna link you to the Ballerinas by Night review of awesome plus size leotards, which it goes through some great brands and some great details there. So go check that out if you need any advice on that. So we're going to talk a little bit about the leotard cuts that I like and that I've seen work really well for some different body types. So we start with the camisole leotard, so with the spaghetti straps. Personally, this one is not even my favorite. I have this one from way back when I took some youth intensives when I was in my early 20s and was still young enough to dance with the kids. They do require kind of these strappier leotards, but personally now that you know, I'm a little bit older, they're not my favorite thing to wear. I do wear them, but I think the straps oftentimes make my shoulders look even more broad than they already look. So I don't tend to love the one with the straps. When I do wear one that's this thin, I do actually just wear my sports bra underneath it. I tend to wear a strappier sports bra or a colorful sports bra that'll add to the look and hopefully help make the leotard look even cuter. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to wear what supports you in class and let the chips fall where they will. So I do wear my sports bra with my camisole leotard so that I can really feel comfortable and supported and not like I'm going to have any issues during class. There's nothing worse than in class feeling like you're going to have a wardrobe malfunction and not going for a chambray because you're worried about anything showing. So definitely pick leotards that make you feel really comfortable in class. Moving on, there's some leotards that have a little bit wider of a strap. So here's a little wider of a strap. This is a Lucky Leo leotard, which as a tall dancer, they're very difficult to fit. The Lucky Leo stretches horizontally, not vertically, so they really hug you in and they keep you nice and tight and controlled, but then they're a little harder to fit height-wise. So this one is beautiful with a lower back and a high neck. The high neck tends to be a big preference for people with a larger chest, and that really helps keep them feeling like they're contained and controlled and very well supported. So that high neck style can be really classically beautiful. I have another high neck I'll show you in a sec. So that's a good one. Red is a very, very fun color to wear to class. Fabulous color. It doesn't show so much sweat, not as much as like a light color leotard. Another style is this high neck style. This one is another Lucky Leo. It has an open back that you can see all of the back. Now this one is very difficult. This one is very difficult to fit. Find a sports bra that looks nice with it because you pretty much see the entire band of the sports bra. So I'm pretty lucky in that regard where I can wear this one without a bra. But if you do have to wear a bra, they do make some actually like lacy bras that I've seen some dancers wear that have some really pretty backs. So that can make it a little bit more feasible for you to wear some of the open back leotards. Another style of leotard is the kind of cut off tee look. So we have almost like a tank, but the sleeves are cut off right at the shoulder. This one is a cheval dancewear. I love the cheval dancewear styles especially. And the peacock, I have a peacock skirt that I'll show you in a little bit. That's also cheval dancewear. They have all these hand painted mesh materials that go in the back. The only thing about this one is that it is a cotton leotard, which makes it super, super comfortable, but it shows all of the sweat. So if you are a little self-conscious about that, light color cotton can really shows all of the sweat going on that you have in class. So again, that sweat can be kind of a badge of honor, but if you are a little bit self-conscious about it, you might choose a darker color if you're going to go for cotton leotards. Then we have a halter style, halter neck leotard. So that one's gonna go around the neck. These are a little bit harder to fit with a bra, with a sports bra, because the strap is gonna be so different from any of the bra straps that you might have. Personally, halter is my absolute least favorite kind of leotard to wear. I think they're beautiful on the dancers who wear them, but with my broad shoulders, I don't tend to like how the halters look or feel. I think they are too narrow on my body, but they are a beautiful style if you like the halter look. Really nice, beautiful leotard. We have cap sleeve, which is one of my favorite styles. Cap sleeve is where the sleeves just go a little bit off your shoulder. There's also short sleeve, which goes just a little bit farther. I actually don't own any short sleeve leotards to show you, but this is a cap sleeve where it goes just off the shoulder. This is actually a Gainer Minden leotard, and it does fit pretty well as far as the height goes. The only issue with this one is that personally I do have to wear a bra with it, but the only issue is that since the top is 100% lace, you can see the straps through it, and I don't really like that much. So this one is a little bit trickier to wear for that reason. But the cut is just absolutely beautiful, and I love the cap sleeve to be able to kind of have a little modesty on the shoulders and a little bit of warmth and really accentuate that beautiful shoulder line of a dancer. Here is one of my favorite leotard cuts, a 3/4 sleeve. So 3/4 sleeve is gonna go around to the elbow, or if you have shorter arms, maybe it'll actually come down your forearm. For me, 3/4 like always at the elbow. This one has a high neck and a high back. So the whole top, the whole neckline is very high up, which I find to be very, very beautiful in a dancer, and really always encourages me to lift my head more because I want to get up on top of the leotard. So I love, love, love the high neck and the high back for this leotard. I personally also love long sleeve leotards as well. I think they're beautiful, and I love how they look on the arm with the port-a-bras. I love the style of a long sleeve leotard. So on the topic of leotards, let's talk about the bottom half of the leotard and ways you can kind of cover up on the leotard. So the best from a teacher's point of view is if you wear shorts over your leotard. That's the easiest way to see your hips because it's very form-fitting and you can really see what's going on with your hips. Short shorts, kind of shorter is really, really great. You can see what's going on. So tights, shorts, and leotard is like the easiest thing to see. Some dancers will wear the leotard and tights without shorts or a skirt over it. Personally, it's been many years since I did that. Again, probably since I was a kid, younger in those adult intensives. And you can definitely wear your leotard and tights plain, but most adults will choose to put something around their waist for a little bit more modesty and comfort. So little shorts are awesome for that, but a skirt is the most fun, right, for us as the dancer. As a teacher, it does kind of hide your hips. You can definitely still make corrections and tips seeing through that skirt, but the shorts are easiest for that perspective. As a dancer, personally, I love to wear skirts in class. I think they're gorgeous and so fun, and I'm going to share with you some of my favorite skirts. Skirts are so fun. I love skirts. They make me want to twirl and spin, and they're just so fun and dancy. So speaking of twirling and spinning, I'm going to start off with my favorite skirt, which is this one. So I love this skirt. This skirt is actually from the ice skating section at Discount Dance. I grew up obsessed with ice skaters. I love everything about ice skaters. I never did it myself, but I love the sparkle and the glitz and the glam and the twirling, and it's so good. So this is one of my absolute favorite skirts. One other thing I love about this skirt is that it actually has a built-in underwear to it. A very unusual. Ballet skirts don't have that. So I love that it has that, because then I can wear just this with tights and a t-shirt or a tank top, and I don't have to wear a leotard. Sometimes I do wear it with a leotard, but I teach many hours in a row, and there's many bathroom trips, so I try to keep it as simple as possible. So I can wear tights, this amazing skirt with the underwear built in, and then a tank top, and then I'm perfect, and I love that outfit. It's so much fun. I don't think this would fly in a lot of more traditional ballet studios. It is an ice skating skirt. It doesn't have the ballet line exactly the same as a nice clean line of a skirt, but I like to have a little bit of fun. I like to really express myself through these fun, crazy outfits. Okay, so let's talk about the next kind of skirt, which is a wrap skirt. So a wrap skirt looks like this. This is another one from Cheval Dancewear, as I mentioned, that company with the other painted back. It's a beautiful hand-painted peacock skirt. What you do is you wrap it around your waist, then you take the ties. I like to take them behind me and tie them in a knot behind my waist. I tie them in a little bow tie right behind my waist. Now, it's important that you find a skirt long enough to wrap all the way around your waist. Sometimes the skirts that are meant for kids, if you don't check the label or the size, I know they say one size fits all, but it's totally not true. One size fits all children. So definitely make sure you get a skirt that's got enough heft, enough length to it to go around your waist and close in the front. You want it to be able to close in the front. You don't want your skirt to be open in the front. You want to make sure it'll close in the front when you wrap it around your waist. So wrap skirt is beautiful, very, very classic ballet, very, very fun. Another wrap skirt, this one is an opaque wrap skirt. I should clarify, this is a sheer wrap skirt. You can kind of see through it. You can see through it a little bit. This one is even easier for the teacher to see your hips through it because it's a sheer wrap skirt. This is an opaque wrap skirt. Got a tiny bit of sheer, but once you put it on, most of that sheer disappears. This one is actually a burned crushed velvet. This one is actually a custom motion wear skirt that I have from our Broche boutique, which I ran briefly when we had our Denver in-person studios. This is a beautiful velvet wrap skirt, a little bit longer, which is really nice to be able to kind of have some more coverage. That length is another important metric you're going to look for when you're looking for a ballet skirt, that the length of the skirt from the top to the bottom is a good length and is going to give you enough coverage around your hips, especially if you have curvy hips. That skirt is going to, you're going to want a longer skirt to be able to drape all the way over your hips and drop down and give you the coverage that you're looking for. So one more wrap skirt I'll show you here. This one is called a high-low skirt. So basically what's happening is we have a big triangle in the skirt, and so it's high for most of the skirt and then has this beautiful triangle. I'll show you how that looks when I'm dancing in it. It's a beautiful, beautiful skirt, sheer, gorgeous, gorgeous style. I think it looks very sophisticated and beautiful. So then we've got sheer pull-on skirts. So pull-on skirt is where it's a waistband all the way through, unlike the wrap skirt, which has the ties that you tie in the back. A pull-on skirt generally is going to have a size because it's going to have to fit over your hips, and there can be many styles. A lot of times pull-on skirts are higher in the front than they are in the back. It's nice to have that length in the back because it can really kind of help give you modesty on your backside, so that's nice there. So pull-on sheer skirts are another beautiful option. There's one subset of the pull-on wrap skirt that I'll mention, which is called a point skirt or an SAB skirt. This is what it looks like. You notice it looks pretty similar, but it's actually really, really short. So the SAB skirt, the point skirt, comes up on the sides, so it goes high up on your thighs. It goes down in the front and down in the back. It's designed to make your legs look really, really long. Customarily, it's worn at SAB, School of American Ballet, in their point classes. So generally at the schools for the kids, they wear only leotard and tights for ballet technique, and then in point they're sometimes allowed to put a skirt on over it, and it's usually going to be one of these point or SAB skirts that they put on over it. It really gives you the most visibility as a teacher, although the least coverage as a dancer. And then the last skirt I'll show you here is actually a character skirt, and it is so fun and twirly and dancey and has lots and lots of fabric and is beautifully fun. So if you ever have the opportunity to take character dance, I know our dancers are loving it in the online studio. If you ever have the opportunity to take character dance, I highly recommend it. It is so fun, builds coordination, and you get to wear this super fun and twirly ballet skirt. If you're not feeling the leotard, but you want to still wear tights, you can do something like what I have on right now. I have tights, bike shorts, and a sweater or a t-shirt or whatever you want. I am a huge fan of that look. I'm a huge fan of the tights, shorts, and workout shirt. It's a great way to show my legs but not have to do the full leotard. Easy to go to the bathroom, especially for a long day of classes or teaching. Very nice to have the two-piece separate. So tights, shorts, and a shirt is a great alternative to a leotard on the days where you want tights but not a leotard. So if you do love to wear leggings to class, I love to wear fun colored leggings as well. As I mentioned, lighter colors are so much easier for your teacher to see your legs. So I love to wear lighter colors, but I don't feel like they give me enough modesty around my hips. So I do tend to wear my fun leggings with a skirt over top. Why not? I love them. I think they're super fun and they just add a little bit of extra flavor, and I love them with a skirt. I also love to wear leg warmers in the winter. So my mom actually knitted me these fun stirrup leg warmers. It's hard with long legs to find leg warmers long enough to go up to your thighs. So my mom actually knitted these for me. How sweet is that? Also have some shorter leg warmers. Sometimes you're gonna, funny enough, see dancers with only one leg warmer on. What is the deal with that? Generally speaking, people will do it because they have an injury or some area that they want to keep extra warm, like a knee or an ankle. When we have tendon injuries or little tendonitis kinds of things, warmth can help them feel better. So sometimes a dancer will wear one leg warmer over the one area that's a little bit sensitive. So that's why you'll see sometimes just one leg warmer, or sometimes they're just making a statement, but traditionally that's why you wear just one. Also love these extra tall socks that have the toes open because they're just super fun and fabulous to wear. Generally, if you're wearing tall socks, they will stay up a lot better over tights than they will on your bare skin. So definitely wear your tall socks or your leg warmers with a pair of tights for the maximum staying power through class. And then I love my crazy Santa tights. For the holidays, I like to go have a little bit of extra fun for the holidays.
If you're cold, many dancers will wear a little wrap sweater or even a little sweatshirt at the beginning of bar to get warmed up. If you're going to wear a sweatshirt or a wrap sweater, the best suggestion is to wear something that zips up or ties so that you don't have to pull it off over your gorgeous hairdo in order to change your outfit. Now, as you remove these outer layers throughout class, it is customary to keep them with you at the bar and not walk away from the bar to go put them with your things in the corner. So keep them with you there, make a neat little pile right by the edge of the bar so that nobody is stepping on them and they're out of the way. There will be a transition between bar and center in class when the bars are removed, and at that point is when you're going to pick up your items and go put them over to the side with the rest of your things.
Let's talk about jewelry and accessories. So generally speaking, in ballet class, you're gonna wanna keep your jewelry to a minimum. Generally, people will still wear their wedding ring or their wedding band. In fact, there's a really delightful sound in class of a ring moving on a bar, but keep your earrings to a minimum. Studs are generally okay. If you're doing partnering work or anything, if you're lucky enough as an adult to do partnering, no earrings is best, but keep your earrings to a minimum. Personally, sometimes I do break this rule. I love dangly earrings, and sometimes I wear dangly earrings, especially if I'm teaching and I know I'm not planning any turns for that day. I love a good long dangly earring for ballet class as well. I love to wear brooches, which is actually where the name Broche Ballet came from. It is my brooch collection. I love to wear them on top of my leotards as just a little pin, especially on my higher neck leotards. I think that they're absolutely beautiful. Fun accessories, especially if you're dancing from home or learning a special dance. I love my magic wand, just a couple of bucks on Amazon. I think it's very fun for Sugar Plum Fairy, and I love my two tiaras. I love them so much. This one's from Amazon and this one is from Sweet V Jewelry. They're so fun and they add such a fun spice to your outfit. Generally, it's not customary to wear these to a ballet class unless there's a special occasion such as Halloween, but in home classes, especially if you're dancing with me online, absolutely wear it all the time. Our dancers wear their tiaras on Thursdays because it is super fun and fabulous. So tiaras are a really, really fun way. They're not as expensive as you think. This one I think was $10 or $12 and this one was about $18. So they're not as expensive as you think, and they are so fun and fabulous to add to your outfits. Fans are also super fun. Dancing with a fan such as Don Quixote or just doing some pretty waltzes with a fan is really, really fun. There's so many different lengths and styles of tutus. There's the pancake tutu, which goes straight out. I personally have one in both black and white. Now, when I'm wearing a pancake tutu, as I mentioned, I have a lot of trouble with finding things long enough for my body, and so I generally don't feel like the tutu has enough modesty for the bottom half, so I usually wear a matching pair of bike shorts under my tutu. It doesn't quite have as nice of a leg line under the tutu, but I feel a lot better about it when I'm wearing my tutu, so I wear a pair of black bike shorts with my black tutu and a pair of white bike shorts with my white tutu. It just helps give me a little bit more coverage right down to my leg. It helps me feel a little bit more comfortable. I also have a long puffy romantic tutu. This one is a fabulous tutu from Etsy. It comes in sizes all the way up through 4X. It's an amazing company and she is super sweet and makes all kinds of fabulous colors and different tutus, and it's so big and puffy and just absolutely fabulous to play and to dance in. And then I have my purple light up tutu. This one is from Amazon, comes in all different colors. I love it for my evening classes because it's so fun to light it up and to have that twinkle over on the tutu. And then I have my crazy green tutu, which I got for a Nightmare Before Christmas dance that we did in the online studio. It matches my giant big green hair bow that I have as well, and that is just a very fun and crazy way to do. I also painted a pair of point shoes green for that outfit. I'll leave that video here as well with my painted green point shoes that match that whole ensemble. Generally speaking, it's not customary to wear a tutu in ballet class, again, unless it's a special occasion. Some people will wear tutus on their birthday. Some people will wear tutus for Halloween or for special occasions, but generally speaking, it's not customary to wear a tutu to a regular ballet class. So definitely check with your teacher before you show up in a tutu. If you are in my online studio, wear your tutu any day you feel like wearing it. I wear mine every Tuesday. Other dancers wear them on Tuesday with me, and any day you're feeling in the mood for a tutu, I think is worth wearing a tutu. And of course, I love my arm ruffles that go with my tutu. I actually sewed them right here on YouTube. They're really pretty and they just add a little bit of a puff, a very classical puff. They're called arm ruffles and they're beautiful. You just need elastic and a little bit of tulle to make them happen, and they're super, super fun. For class, wear your hair up. If you have long hair like mine, the ponytail is probably not going to be sufficient. You're probably going to want to do a bun. The ponytail will whip around and hit you in the face. You want to wear a bun. Personally, sometimes I do also wear a braid in my hair, especially if it's a class where there's not that much turning. I'll wear a braid in my hair. If you do go for a bun, a hairnet and bobby pins can really help keep it in place. So definitely invest in that hairnet and bobby pins. If you do have really long hair, it can be helpful to keep that bun nice and in place. All right, dancers, I hope this was a fun video about everything you can wear to ballet class. If you guys have more tips and tricks, leave them down in the comment section below for your fellow dancers. Go forth, have fun, dress up, express yourself with your ballet clothes. There is nothing wrong with wanting to look the part, with wanting to feel like a ballerina, with wanting all the accessories. Go for it, go wild, have fun, and seriously, just enjoy. Until next time, dancers, make sure you like, subscribe, share this video with all your ballet friends, and happy dancing.